Yo, what up guys, I'm Replay. Welcome back to some Final Fantasy 14 online. I'm gonna change my look. I got friends to see ya. What was it? Then it says that any who transmission liquid before lying down for the evening awaken a new man or woman. Guess it up to every appearance that their greatest woman exalted. No, it's right. No, hold on. Sorry, I should have done that first. Unequip. Right? Alright. Just walking around naked, huh? Happened. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Later.
Uh-huh.
Want to be tall. Can change some things. A little bit ripped. Yeah, that hair's good. So I'm gonna do color. So white. It's like Sasuke from Naruto. It looks too much like Think right though. I'll do the same here so I had last time. That one looks like Riku. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. You can look a little bit older. It's fine like that. Any red eyes? Yeah, that's cool. And then we have green. Yeah, those are cool. That's fine. Those. So this one. Some big lips. 2-4. Alright. Lips. Lip colors. Get some hair. It's a warrior, that's why. Tattoos, no. Tattoo paint, no. Play that one. Yeah. Oh, now we wait. Been reborn. Alright, put some clothes on now. Some pants on first of all. Hold on. Go. Well, there we go. Hey. Here's the earrings. I didn't know I had this. Bracelet. There we go. Alright, look cool now. Now let's continue the missions. No, this does not look like me, but whatever, it looks cool. Storm Commander. It's going to bring barely conceal ARH. The big damn fishback badger. I'll kill the slowly and chase the rod until through all 7 healths. It's the commander. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose. Vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, Savvy. Wait, no, she's not the Commander. My apologies, Admiral. Yes, she's the Admiral. Admiral, you may count me to keep a clear head. Good, according to our souls, swimming scout, the Song and their share have already begun to amass the 30 in the depths of Stop positive. We are track. It must be now. The men are ready. We old Emily. As predicted, the sun can have time to create in and around the spawning ground. A frontier assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as the commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key location. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Ethra and eliminate the second priest. Preside over the summoning. We are here to kill them all. Kill them all! The Maelstrom shall engage in distinguishing the Zankir's legion of drowned pirates and their serpents. So, Commander, you have charge over the effort. Be mindful that the land there is devilish for attacking forces, that the foreign levy is superhand assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover the flank. At the self-swing moment of diverge, generic squadron form galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. Likewise, we shall from small units in hope of confusing the Sanguine defensive effort. Christian, yesterday the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral diversion should serve them in the enemy's defenses, render your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwanted attention. Cat goes kind of bad, not gonna lie. Then Kuriko, your mission to as many signals possible of the spawning grounds. Oh yeah, I got her. She came into the story. It wasn't that important, so I didn't film it. Having done so, take your heel and suck around to join the refreshing unit fusion incursion. When all has been said, I myself shall cut a path to the thread, accompanied by Lady Minifield, which as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you friends to battle. Look different. When last did we fight side by side? Too long ago. I warned. But come, let us away. Yeah, I do look different. I've been reborn. Here we go. Guess right here, right? Oh. Thank you. There we go. Oh, is that what the hell? Oh, they're supposed to appear. Oh shit. Not good, not good, not good. Think that would help me. I thought I was hitting them all the time, and I guess not. Alright, what's your next? This is Sparta. At a final checkpoint. And no! We're dying. Shit. Can't do it. Final checkpoint. I'm just waiting for it to go up. gosh. That's not gonna even beat one, now look what I mean. There we go. Pray do not consider your trust, but glance below. Come the 30s clear. Let us press on. There was someone Leviathan. This is the people that helped in that side quests last time. Okay. What are humans doing with them?
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Watch out! Ooh, is that Thancred? Hey, I knew it. It's our boy.
Did I miss much?
Nah, not much. Ooh, she's nice with that. Ooh, hey, it's a ninja. Ooh.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
You can finally see you in action, not against us this time. Ooh, be nice. Damn. Thanker's best boy, not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Damn.
To the Aetheryte!
The hell? What's that? The General? She uses guns.
You'll forgive me, my
Oh yeah, it is. Not the Jennifer, I would call her. Ooh.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled, Swordwalker, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, Deliver us from our misery!
Give me, goddess. Just stand there. Stop them. Chicken. Someone Leviathan. Loki, I want them to. I want to fight it.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Such power! It is transcendent!
There we go. I went to someone else. I'll shoot them too.
7 hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal! Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Uh-oh.
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
There she is. That shows blue.
Damn it all!
You failed.
By me, am the way. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you.
Yeah, Leviathan's taking over.
Promise me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
¿Qué está haciendo aquí?
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary
Pero no
squadron is lost.
llegaste en plano. ¿Cuándo?
For a mercy, 'twould seem the primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless...
Okay.
God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
7 hells. Though with the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Manipula is unharmed. Had only we arrived but a moment earlier, there is no time to go over what I have. Leviathan has returned. We must find find a way to deal with him. That was a she. If we meet Leviathan on the open sea with Percival at the Primrose Mercy, we must think of a way to face him on equal terms. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. It is of little wonder the guardians fear their kind so. Understand, speak of no normal wall of water that with Leviathan makes ready to go carry sport to strike back in all seen in nature. Enough to gaze entire closed settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yeah, how with the 7 hells are we to prevent it? Everyone has white hair in this game. So her hair's kind of blonde. In the heart of the world, after all. Where is brooding over Leviathan's return? Though our pearl cries to our eyes, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effective beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none. With that, you may be sure Paladin herself would struggle to be the best Lord of War in the straight fight. He will make me a match one of us. We need another plan that might just play. Let's return to lose and see if we cannot think of I shall wait you in the command room. I want to fight it. Well, soon. Oh, hey, I'm good. Thanks for subscribing. We're playing Final Fantasy 14 online. Welcome to the stream. What is up? You're expected to stay in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. Right, it's the Admiral. Nice, nice.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
She's hot. Not gonna lie.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
The Titan
if that
was.
sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges
Yeah,
for
sure.
all the good they did. 7 hells. Is there no way that we might strike back?
Yeah, sure. Send your Discord.
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
It doesn't let me on here. I'm using OBS.
Speak freely, Marshal.
But my
By
Discord
all
is
accounts,
Christian
Leviathan's
motherfucking
most
King.
formidable weapon
That's
is
a
the
funny
very
name.
sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element
bet.
of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
You see more videos. I have YouTube. It's called The Anime Player.
If
Now
mounted
Twitch. The
upon a
Anime
ship,
Player
such a
1997.
device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works.
Alright, thanks. I got
Take the
it.
specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Okay. It's Christian motherfucking King. Christian M-O-T mother and then fucking, you know, F-U-C-K-I-N-G King. Yeah, sure. C-R-I-S-T-I-A-N-M-O-T-H-E-R-F-U-C-K-I-N-G and then King. K-I-N-G. No stasis.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target, to which we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Doesn't let me type. For some reason. Yeah, I'm using OBS to record. Just let me type.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well.
Actually, let me try this. Hold on. That's my Discord. 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 There you go. There you go. There you go. Gotta check it. Sorry, y'all. 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 There we go.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slathierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once
always.
again. Go well, warrior of light.
Should we be in the command room? I got it. Accept. Thank you. Being held as gods also exists in what you call the Far East. Legend tells us that they walk among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the Garlands fear them so. The hell? What is it? Master Admiral, I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jacks, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. What? One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. Whom I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is just true said none save the company of heroes has bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some ropes, and a pyre of crystal, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all, the twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the monsters to put on undisposed man. Promise Lakeland could just sneak him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the turmoil waiting for the reckoning and indolence. The man you're looking for believes you'll be arrested of the Great Fleet in Lower Lanosia. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove ¿Sí? Es la internet está abajo. Ya suelta. Ya, dame 10 minutos nomás, ya. ¿Ya? Okay, sorry about that. How you can get dragons in this game? I wonder how to get them. No sé, Lord, no sé. This game God told us he could defeat Titan in his fate. Hey, now this is the same guy that, yeah, then this is the same guy that lied to us until he defeated Titan. Look, you'll have a blade sword right after you carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. Yeah, I think this is the guy for sure. That's what we said before you haven't picked the orange of you and before I monked out the choke was said before I rolled that, but also over to the mill and also before. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight with that one gonna say 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? But I suppose some of you ain't just made for the rough stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want, never let it be said that old treasure ain't generous. So now pick up your ear, cause I won't be repeating myself too much. Besides, there's so much epicness a man could take one scene and can. On the tail turn epic over the dread primal event beat us. Now let me beat us huge, make no mistake to give you an idea how big each of his scale is about why the cause of me members long. There's no fee, let me tell you. When I found him, I compared to see for all the prime he was playing me with, but let's be on the goose with the he even knocked me less the ass out of my hand on the stage. Of course, that provided me a great mistake. What happened next? This guy's capping. Like grabbing by to and tying him up in knots, but not wanting to take off the clothes for myself. I let him meet to the coming heroes. In other words, like I said, I'm not as well as heroic. Mine happened 2 months. Now there's something so you can do it. Never truly feel the vibe, then you've got to learn to live with it. And it makes the best ambassador, not the company, though. Ah, it's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention. So I'll take it back, everything I said. This has happened. I was never part of the company here. I'm no murderer. I'm actually a complete cat. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo Dang. No, I'm the maggot. You find Winkling and check over there. I have to let the woman to temple him, and that don't happen much. My memory is pathetic. I sure as I didn't finally even beat it, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a few years back when I was working at Baker's Sandwich, and me dude went in long by the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent at some point of the club with a fleet of gills making straight for the camphor. So bloody scared I slaughtered myself right there. And then, well, oh god, just remember that day made me so much all over again. Hey, wait, if you're asking for love or being, I mean, you're planning to find him, ain't ya? Well, take care of it. He really is terrible, therefore I tell you, if you're not careful, you'll end up in his skull at the bottom of the sea. Why, you were the lying horse, I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. This minute, we ever learn out of use against Lefanthian? Beg your pardon, Livia Beta. I see that as a fortune. Anyway, I have time for you. The turn vessel is now complete. Wait for you. I have more rejoinder. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. Goes this way. So, ouch. Until you journey to gratefully provide fruitless, my sympathies lie. I'll wager it's serve to take your mind off the man for each and day thought part. Enough that monster. At the moment truth is upon us, to embezzle the Horley Akari is incomplete. She passed. It's complete, and she surpassed all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious stunts, she has been fitted with a platform that you and your mind maneuver freely in battle. I will mention also that she is not unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt her. She better not be sinkable. The horse land and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Lord of Wars, that stands ready to send you off to encounter with the Lord of the world. I know that look you already have been constructing some haze. The horse and lamb might not be a person usually capable. She has been fitted with our friends and residents of our calling element comfort, assuming they think we're at least the power of the co-Christian on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well be. Each have the divine will keep that in mind. It is expected that Sanger and the Hunter will attempt to come to the defense. According to Maelstrom, will once again put it with a thinker and your stranger will have you assist in its efforts to fulfill a purpose. The diversion force was not one for now, but by your leave I too volunteer my blade. We will welcome and have you seen find subside shore. Destroy the flashbang will find you present having a diversion that current show. It will be if you would join the third living lady, you would carry the fifth. But what words have I for the man who has made sports of slaying gods? Only these go words, for the sea is an unforgivable place of war. To wage war, may the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I will echo the admiral's sentiment and add a few words of my own. Know that we all have the most faith in you, Christian. May the crystal blessing keep you. A little hard now, acceptable. Now accessible. Alright, let's do this. Deep have the Sankara Beast tribe and even the Interior Deep have succeeded in summoning forth the first god of pearl finds. Should mighty serpent be allowed to unleash the tidal wave, the entire save listeners will be swept into the sea fall. Face of water oblivion the lead of the Master have conceived a desperate plan by lashing together to worship and filling the whole great corrupted crystal. They hope to pierce the Lord of the world's defense, give it chosen through the gentle's back. Parent with courage to see the horses and bay with a trumpet. They are waiting but command to cast off. Now we wait. It's forever. Alright, do some of these. Oh gosh. This is not gonna be pretty. Thanks. Thanks. I don't think about attacking me. What do you need escort? Eventually, what you'll have to do. You see them over there? One cat should be best out. I found some, but when the cabin warden went to court, brother pusher for questioning. Wake up and started saying my men. Oh, never mind. It's ready. Fire! To battle! Uh-oh. There she is, or he. I think it's a girl though. Oh, you can talk? Where's the tail? This? Ah, we're gonna die. There's music. Huh. And we slayed the water goddess. No treasure? I want to be a dark knight. I want to hold a giant sword now. I'm going to show you a business that would be refrained from a conversation during past few minutes, but Joe promised that if we were a few triple lights have thought of many heroes such as you. You are an inspiration to us all, and I'm the Emerald Witch. Okay, wait, what? Oh, thanks, I guess. Slayed the dragon.
Elominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all.
It's nighttime.
And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
It's been like 3 times to save you guys from gods, right?
On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
Of course.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Yeah, he uses the same skill.
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Really? Hmm.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed.
Nymphilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
That seems so good.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
Just kill or be killed.
And so you kill. that you might live.
Yeah.
Yet if living is a right,
Hunt or be
then
hunted.
that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
Facts.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us.
Facts.
When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Ven, ¿qué es? ¿Qué? No, debe ver. Yo no pongo nada. ¿Qué es? Oh, Manuel nomás mandó algo.
Quiero llamarle por favor. Márgame él con teléfono de trabajo.
¿Qué?
Yo no tengo hueco.
Para esto preguntando, yo también video.
No sé cómo no hago eso.
I'm on the phone. Sorry about that. Okay, giving her introduction to your girl. To stands and Caitlin into her small fissure as a look for a good. She ran 30% letter to him. He says, keep her sword now before you go and blight your mind. Remember that him protect to which you've been intruded by in the shadow of society. Rather dependent more highly than private hair amended by ball, shining the meant to with their very wear when fade. Dependent on herself in the word of Benjamin. Okay, you only read the account. You must take work of every ounce of trust to place in you. But here's a lot. Go from place joy to them from milk and good luck. Where am I right now? There it is. Like a business venture. You meant that matters and word off. I told me I might catch it with think or two days, but it's been a while since I saw it. It's shit you can grin with the word all that I went about. I suspect he's got his hands full. and you must be the Far East of what Mary says wants to train with us. One to Limsa, my lady. And you grew of adult month. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. I was confess when I first learned your organization had such a confidence in nature. Remember, Sigma was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that Limsa the pirates, to be sure. The pirates won't give two farts about keeping its spotless reputation. There are needs secure society to know to do their dirty work. Might be my people and I keep the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business than we remain unseen. And so I've developed finding techniques utilized to this purpose. I see know that the practitioners of our the innocence and shower. This is stuff that are streamlined. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. Then when the seven house while we're waiting for you to come with us, you're do what we're recording a more private song and hit that didn't come out right, did it? I did not. Because I mean these people for time that I stuck the way though I'm low to be served from my countrymen. I take solace in all that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, though, and no words will suffice to express my gratitude. Long I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Arizona when the time, because it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. Has that one person gratitude. Much more as curses first. Ivy horrors from the Goon deck, so just I did not envision being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you over long, doubtless you are present because you all register that I'm no longer required an escort in this land. When I next meet Lady Minifa, pray relate to my humble things, but that I could do what that I could do so impressive, but I must need to fulfill my power to Admiral to again the Warrior of Light. At this new headquarters. Some 15 years ago, mission took me to Udad. Was then for to gaze upon your beauty. Sky flirting. Some 15 years ago, mission took me to Udad. Was then that was beauty. Modular transfer. I dare not blink unless I hate to prove myself to you. Split. Take every radiance. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you had a bit too much to drink. Oh, that's her friend.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Sure.
When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
True.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale. Yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
What's up?
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Seems in a hurry.
Grave tidings from the Charlian motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
They're dead?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
What?
No more? Whatever
wiped
do you
down.
mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
It's crazy.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
I don't like this guy. It's rude. Why are you still there?
It is done, my lord. I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Oh, what did he do? Just remember this guy's actually evil. I liked him. Go the master. My thoughts returning to the fate of the students of Bart Storm. Oh, our friend, the very everyone and everything. No, if it is not expected, our angel will send word if there are any development. Just as time energy that we must refrain from we focus on what is within our power to change. That man would speak of a dear man I want closer to home. Because the other function was be a privilege to good King Mokolmok. That the king's no more the blessing for which we have you to thank. Yeah, all this done well, and shows our latest reading reveal an ongoing ethics assessment of consumer magnitude that may even suggest the presence of crime to say the mere possible warrants of an investigation and what have you. Still, I do not wish to reserve, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Uda this time are coming to Revenant to seek an Aslium. We'll see the specters before the liturgy wiki of the dome. At present, they are in the 7th heaven waiting for a response. See, perhaps I should meet with them at once. Like, You know full well we have the resources to accommodate many more people. Clearly, what would happen if you did? A word was spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is due notice, but I will hear this soon. First, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. While forgetting where my name friend at least on the 7th dawn. 12. Be praying, it is you. We're ready only towards statements domain. Just give us a test and we'll see it done. Pray counsel, I preach your into the pot. I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Uda for years now, trying to place together life to replace the ones who got took. They say it doesn't work, but there's not for an honest man, not as when the study is so certain as Paul any role to claim to what they can, of course, but I ain't near enough. It was only getting worse with the common two brothers. I needed those rich bastards in the city. That was up, they climbed us on our back. I don't pretend to prove that, but even I see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and then it came to me. The reverence told. I mean, you took them foreigners in the so you sure do the same to us. I feel the strange is rather more complicated. Well, it is true that we accepted the woman's petition for aid. That decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your bullet, but pray understand that it is not possible for an Virginia for me to aid all would have been affected by the calamity, and so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back to us. If I might have a word. Totoro is Artemis. Our time for Uda, my lady. Alfred has been wounded. But how? Is it serious? I cannot say further by fear might, but according to the flames, the refuge started a riot that went by apparently lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 in hell, now the blades have an excuse. The run does something, kill anyone who tries to resist. That is a plea. If you won't help us build a new, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady, we are not ones to stand on a body and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I'm not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine the refugee attack with a provocation, then the responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alfred quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I would have you and none others by his side. Then you pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were just earlier. You then Papa will see to it. Alfred's being treated out. Hurry, Christian. There he is. You good? Afraid not.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
What happened?
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a
Sister.
restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none.
You turn to
They have
thugs.
no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
True.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Which was actually goes from the riot. As I said before, it was all available, but instead of this now, revenge Cork and the right things with the salute. So to know as I have stipulated this part where I may not happy and spend change if I beat you cross it good, then you will accompany me to Hall of Flint. I want to hear what General has said on the matter. There he is. Now it's not good to him, but he's before dealing with the refugees. President of the matter, we wish to discuss, General. I'm back on your feet already. may equip my school curvature. My memory of the riders still somewhat wonder. I trust you managed to gain control of the situation. Not entirely we screwed up the siege soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to surrounding territory. However, still remaining throughout the line. We have sent what forces we could spare throughout the last of Billion's jets. Our progress is slow, they are damnably elusive. More magic given them mature rations. Live outside the walls. It's the injuries that other one know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed and with butchers, knife, or pitchfork, but with martial weapons, and he hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tension between the Udaises and the refugees' population have increased since the domain were turned away. But with the ones of added started meant to but with that motivated the starving man to purchase arms and little food, I think not. One of those who have not even a single guiltless man who could not survive without the aid provided by the mortal flame. Surely there was sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their manufacturer alone. Come to the point. Very well, my point, gentlemen, is that this powder game of this content was not set aligned by chance. Their events were dismally set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty until it is done. Any investigation can wait. I do not have to spend this. My scouts will be returning anon. That turned out great. The generous no fool. He keeps his own content could cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monster would accuse him of attempting to string responsibility. After all, he and the Solomon have been outspoken promise of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies might stumble upon the truth in time, but have far more faith in your brother Christian. Therefore, I probably conduct our own investigations depending on the of the authorities. To the end, I would have you make coordinating the summons of operating Blanche. Commander Swift would know what they are. He may bog a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. Meanwhile, I shall seek answer in my own way. After we can go and sheriff I am. Well then, shall we? Sure. Don't you ask no suggestion, do you? Well, yes, it's no small fail. With such information falling into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers will be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your word and enable an individual may be better suited to the task than a regiment. Favor of the rats, but have forced suspicious activity. Individual also, it may be unready to reason events, but we doubt it. I suggest you be investigated into the way explosive there. ¿Qué? Ah, mi juego. Over here, you search for a refugee, well then you come to the right place. I mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people have lost 100% their search. Si es pagar tu línea. I can say what sightseeing belt. In fact, so you appreciate that someone has read my report. And the rule of the most obvious right now is constitutional correct. Yeah, for the 41 I'm trying to get the right speed was out of what he will explain everything. Estoy llamando. ¿Qué más lo tenías? Estoy marcándolo. ¿No tenías cuando regresaste? Sonsa, ¿qué? Toma. Está marcando.
Está marcando la línea, mira.
What's up? Don't hurt me, I'm not one of them. People you know, flame I see from him. Hearing that tears, you had told me purple who will move to it. Everyone knows the famous are on the more platform than fan expel, but no, I probably really wish it according that really classic and which a childish fantasy. Yeah. Well, from leaving forward, he wrote words on turn one of the best worship with great deal. Even now he babbles in areas of John as he brought bloodshed he witnessed and somewhat a little sense of the world beyond the fact that he was not alone surviving. Yet I've no doubt that Mitchell will leave the room to do. I beg you find them before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw. Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped to it, then you're here. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Soothe. Worry, what do you want? It's true, I followed the merchant with a guard streaming down from my foot, but they would not give you a mistake, he said. When we asked how he revealed casual weapon he had brought and employed us to seek control of our fates. I thought about running in there, but the others were so excited he split us into group off on our own. But when the flames had found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to protest with her. Then they started arguing and fighting, and then everyone was fighting. The flames were shouting to give no quarrel. And God, the group that stood out there, everyone saw that the massacre like mine was. The terror was you find his brother them to lay down their arms. Lord, you are hiding the gate south of Slot, but your process will be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultan and try to kill us and let you reason why the church might even try to do a deed themselves. The boss on bloody cell sword. They were supposed to train us to fight. The ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. If only we had never listened to that merchant ridiculous claim. He said our call of wretched and the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though if they were forced to really out of this challenging situation, combat and to show my brother that the strong were no match for one may have. They were agreed to lay down their arms to part of this plot. Did you listen to him? cave. What is it? ¿Qué? 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 No, ¿por qué? No sé por qué. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué? Ya, yo no sé nada. Ya, no, nadie. So now they found us. If they grab separate houses, they found it. They're gonna grab your gear and make for the Brindivus Point. So that's your gaze. It has such about you that, but we're more than willing to kill you ourselves. Come on in. Guys are at a higher level than most of the monsters out there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's not good. I'm gonna die. Go. No, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. No, I'm gonna die. Damn it. No! How did I take that much help, bro? What the hell? Damn it. Alright guys, now I'm in the video.